This is TWiT.
It's time for TWiT's annual audience survey, and we want to hear from you. Please visit twit.tv/survey and let us know what you think. It only takes a few minutes, and your anonymous feedback will help us make TWiT even better. We thank you so much for your continued support. twit.tv/survey.
This episode of iFive for the iPhone is brought to you by lynda.com, the online learning platform with over 3,000 on-demand video courses to help you strengthen your business, technology, and creative skills. For a free 10-day trial, visit lynda.com/iFive. That's LYNDA.com/iFive. Welcome to iFive for the iPhone, episode 137. iFive covers the latest iPhone apps, tips, and tricks, and of course, some news. I'm Megan Morrone. Let's get right to it. Number 1, kids these days are crazy for the Instagram collages. I like them too. It's much easier to narrow down the photos that you want to post, and collages are a good way to avoid bad Insta etiquette, like posting 11 pictures of basically the same thing. Don't make me unfollow you. Put them in a collage. So there are about a gajillion and a half Instagram photo collage apps, but some are buggy, some cost more than they're worth, and a lot of them are just trying to constantly upsell you to the pro versions. That's why I was pretty excited when Instagram launched their own collage app a few weeks ago. It's called Layout, and it's incredibly simple to use. Layout is like Hyperlapse in that it's a standalone app designed by Instagram for Instagram, but you can share your creations in other ways if you're not an Instagrammer. First, download and install the app. Choose between 2 and 9 photos. Select one of the layouts. It's nice that your photos are already in the layouts. It makes it easier to choose which one you like the best. You can move the pictures around, resize them, zoom in or zoom out, then click to upload to Instagram or Facebook. Click the More button to choose other sharing options, including instant message, mail, Twitter, iCloud, photo sharing, Slack, HipChat, and more. Or you can copy the collages or save it to your Dropbox. You can flip images for cool mirror effects. There's a photo booth option, and Layout lets you sort your photo stream to only see pictures of faces, since most collages people post on Instagram are of people, according to Instagram. All the collages are square because, you know, that's the Instagram thing. The app is free in the App Store. Number 2 is another one of my favorite math apps for kids. A few weeks ago, I told you about Greg Tang's Kakuma, and here's another fun way to help your kids master the dreaded multiplication tables. The game is called Sushi Monster, and it's from Scholastic, the well-known education media company known for Harry Potter, Hunger Games, and those book order forms that any parent with a school-aged child knows well, maybe too well. Sushi Monster lets your child practice addition or multiplication when they think they're just playing a game. The object of Sushi Monster is to make number sentences to equal the product that hangs around the neck of a monster who happens to be particularly fond of sushi. First, choose addition or multiplication, and then choose a monster. You need to pass each level in order to unlock the next monster. The game begins when you start making the number sentences by tapping the correct numbers on the sushi. If you're correct, the monster eats the sushi. If you're not correct, the monster gets mad. If the music is annoying to you, and it will be annoying to you, you can turn it off in the settings where you can also turn off the sounds and the timer. To get help, just pause the game and tap Help. Now, it would be nice if Sushi Monster would let you log in and create a profile for multiple children who share the same device, but so far they don't. Sushi Monster is free in the App Store. Number 3, Robert from Michigan recently sent me a question. He writes, I have a dual band network at home. I keep the kids' devices on one network and mine on the other. When my iPhone wakes at home, it automatically goes to the kids' network since it's the first one. Is there a way to set my iPhone to my network so that continuity and handoff can work with my Mac automatically? Great question, Robert. I love this question because it has a pretty easy answer, but both Robert and I tried to make it much more complicated than it really was. When I couldn't come up with a technical solution, I asked TWiT's genius engineers, Bruce and Patrick, who are famous for coming up with simple solutions to complex problems. Really, everyone should have a Bruce and a Patrick within shouting distance at all times. Here's what you can do, Robert, and anyone else with this issue. Go into Settings, Wi-Fi, and press the I on the right for the kids network. Then tap Forget this network. The iPhone will no longer automatically connect to the kids' network and should see yours as the only known option. If you have a better solution for Robert, send it to me at iFive@twit.tv. Lynda.com is for problem solvers, for the curious, for people who want to make things happen. Now, I just told you about how to make collages in Instagram, but no amount of collaging will help bad pictures. If you're ready to start taking better photos, try Lynda.com's Foundations of Photography and Photography 101 series, which has tutorials covering basics like composition, exposure, and more. They also have wonderful courses on Photoshop, and there's even a course on iPhone and iPad photography with iOS 8. I was a full-time working mom of 3 kids. You can imagine how important the to-do list is to keep track of all my schedules and figuring out what needs to happen when and who needs to be where and how they're going to get there. Now I'm learning to master all of those on and offline to-do lists with Lynda's course, Managing To-Do Lists. It shows you how to combine online and offline organization techniques. I encourage you to check it out. With a Lynda.com membership, you can watch and learn from top experts who are passionate about teaching. Stream thousands of video courses on demand and learn on your own schedule. Download tutorials and watch them on the go, including access right on your iPhone. Your Lynda.com membership gives you unlimited access to training on hundreds of topics, all for one flat rate. Whether you're looking to become an expert, you're passionate about a hobby, or you just want to learn something new, visit lynda.com/iFive and sign up for your free 10-day trial. That's lynda.com/iFive. And we thank them for their support. Number 4 is the new iCloud photo library. It's still in beta and will eventually work with photos when it's released to the public. I'm constantly running out of storage space on my iPhone, and I even pay for iCloud. What I didn't realize was that not only was I automatically uploading my phone photo library to iCloud, but I was also downloading and keeping the originals on my device, and that's why I kept running out of storage. To fix this, go to Settings, tap iCloud, then tap Photos. I had my settings set to download and keep originals. Instead, it should be Optimize iPhone Storage. Remember, if you have another iOS device that you want to sync, you'll have to change the setting on that device too. To get started with the new Photos beta, go to iCloud.com and sign in with your Apple ID and your password. Number 5, Michael from Texas recently sent me a mission and I chose to accept it. Michael's mission was for me to find an iOS app capable of sending a text message to several recipients. However, it must send each message individually to each recipient and not as a group message. The purpose of this mission is to send out a mass text of wide importance, i.e. National Cheesecake Day is Thursday, July 30th, or the standard Happy Holidays text. What Michael would like to avoid is the issue of sending a group text and having people reply to the entire group without their knowledge. Now, my first question for Michael was why he didn't just use the BCC feature on email, and Michael replied that lots of people he communicates with don't use email. And at first I was like, what? But it's true that email is a broken system, and even though most people I communicate with still use it, most of us do not use it well. So I accepted Michael's mission and remembered that I'd recently heard of a new app called Hobnob Invites. Now it's like Evite or Facebook events, but for text messages. It wasn't exactly what Michael was asking, but I thought he might be able to MacGyver it to make it work. To send out a new invite, click the plus icon. Now enter the name and details of the event, then select a design or upload your own photo. The designs are really classy and very professional and fun. You can add an optional message and then scroll through your contacts to create the guest list, and then just click send. The invite will arrive as a text message to your guests. They'll see the image and a link that goes to the Hobnob site with more details. It's very easy for recipients to reply, and if your guests reply to the text, it will not go to everyone on the guest list. Now, I sent this to Michael because I thought it would work for his problem. And for those of you using Hobnob for sending invites, let me know how you like it. I will be using it for my next party, and you will be invited. Because Evite and paperless posts are both notorious for going straight to people's spam folders. I hate using them, and I have never liked using Facebook to send out party invitations because I'm always afraid that the invite will somehow go to every person that I'm friends with on Facebook. Also, some people that I want to invite to parties are not on Facebook. Business Insider recently named Hobnob one of the 39 coolest startups founded by women. It's free in the App Store. Now, I recently heard back from Michael, who said that Hobnob doesn't work perfectly for his daily texting needs. You have to enter a date for your event, and sometimes he just wants to send a message. If you have an app recommendation for texting a large group of people and disabling the feature that allows them to reply all, please send it to me. You can email to iFive@twit.tv. And that does it for this episode. Thank you for joining me. All of the apps, links, and other info from the show can be found at twit.tv/iFive. Email ideas, questions, or general feedback to iFive@twit.tv. Or leave us a voicemail at 614 on IFIVE. I am Megan Morrone. We'll see you next week on iFive for the iPhone.
Bandwidth for iFive for the iPhone is provided by CacheFly at CACHEFLY.com.